Welcome from the California Specialized Training Institute. We're currently undergoing a rebranding of our emergency management curricula, and we want to get the opinion of anybody who interfaces with emergency management, specifically trainings in this case, because we want to make sure that it appeals to the largest number of students and instructors so it's successful as we roll it out. With this rebranding effort, we have 5 different looks and feels that we're looking for your feedback on. And there's a short survey that you can access through the email that was associated with this video in order to provide that feedback to us. But we're going to give you a quick overview of what those 5 looks are and some of their functionalities to help you with your choice. So we're going to look at the first one. This one's called the block format. It's a more traditional white background with block coloring. It has pictures from all over California. It has transition screens. It's got a number of different things that can be used when any one of our CSTI curriculas are placed in this slide deck. So we have some slides that are developed specifically for tables, just so that it's easier for those who have to put curricula into these slide masters to use all the functionality. We even have some places to put screenshots if we're trying to train on smart devices and things of that nature. So kind of a classic look. The number 2 is what we're calling the dark theme. This one may be a little bit easier for those who use color inversion techniques on their computer, mainly because they have to change things to black and white. So it's already an inherently white or whitish text on dark backgrounds. So everything in here has a darker background. Different photos can be placed that are real photos that pertain to the information on the slide. And then some slides inherently have, so those are placeholder photos. Some slides actually have background photos that are California specific that would end up staying. But it does have a lot of the same kind of functionality in the fact that there's lots of choices for whoever is putting curricula into this format that they can use. Number 3 is what we're calling the geometric. For obvious reasons, it takes real-time photos and kind of crops them in a way that cuts them up on the slide. So again, some background photos would stay on things like section dividers, but there are opportunities on other slides to put in real photos that pertain to the information that's being provided on that specific slide. So anything that's in any one of these decks as far as graph samples or table samples can be in all of the other ones. Just some have a few more slides built out than others. So as we move away from geometric, we're going to look at the pastel. This one is an inherently white background, has lots of free blank space available for lots of information. Could actually lend to more text-heavy presentations as opposed to graphic-heavy ones, but it does have some of the same functionalities of putting screenshots in when we're talking about specific systems or doing comparison slides. It also has the same kind of chart and graph features. Here's an example of a timeline that could be used in different curriculums. And then the last one is what we're calling the striking. This one's very, very specific. In order for this one to work, most of the photos have to be either black and white or what we call desaturated. So that means they're not the natural color of the photo that was originally used in order for this look and feel to actually look correct. And that's inherently because a lot of the color blocks and everything, you can see through them. So when you have a very vibrant picture, it will actually not look as good. So there'll be a little bit of work to use this one, but it still has all the same kind of functionalities, branded again in the CSTI colors. All of these are branded in the gold and blue of CSTI, so that all the color codes are the same. Every single one of these samples is using the same inherent California pictures, so try not to pay attention too much to the picture, although they are from all over California to represent the mass majority of the state. So that's really what we're asking you to do. You can use the Google Drive link to open up PowerPoint versions of these so you can play with them, see what they look like, or PDFs, just in case the PowerPoint isn't looking quite the way it does on my screen here, if you have an older version of PowerPoint maybe. And you can see how they look on the PDFs. One thing to note while you're assessing these is we have not programmed all of the access and functional needs 508 capability of all 5 of these master slide decks. That's because it is a little labor intensive, so we're going to wait to see who's the winner, and then we'll program that into that one. So if you're trying to assess whether it works with a screen reader specifically, none of the alternate text has been programmed yet. So try to focus on the look and the feel in here. Feel free to use a screen inverter to see it in black and white, or change the view to black and white if you don't know how to use a screen inverter, and assess it from that aspect. But the screen reading functions, so that you can hear that stuff verbally from your computer, will not function at the moment. That'll be something we program again into the winner. So with that, enjoy your assessment of the 5 different looks and feels for the new branding for CSTI, and please use the SurveyMonkey link to vote for us. We'd like to get lots and lots of votes so we get a really clear picture of what is the true winner and what is appealing to the vast majority. Thanks.